Well, we all think about that time, where we were, December 7th, 1941. I was a kid on the campus at the University of Illinois, and I was at you'll find this hard to believe, I was at a classical musical conference.
Oh, wow.
Concert, and they came on stage and announced it. And that's the day I decided I was going to enlist. I didn't know when I was going to enlist, but I knew I was going to enlist. And October 42, I was going by the Armory building over there at that big campus, and I must have had a bad day in class or something. But anyway, I turned right out of formation off the sidewalk and walked into the Armory and enlisted in the Army at that time. I enlisted so I could get the call and be in the Air Force. That's what I wanted to do.
And that's when you started eating your carrots. You had the good eyesights for the Air Corps, right?
Well, yes. There's a story with that. I've gone through other technical training schools in radio and communications and so forth, and I did pretty well. And kind of fancied myself as a hotshot on code and kind of had a high speed and so forth. So I really wanted to be on a bomber crew. And, of course, you had to pass physicals. And so it came that, I think I've told this story. You folks out there in New Holland can go get a cup of coffee now. So came time for the physical, and I went in, and I was wearing glasses, of course, obviously. Couldn't find my way out of the car without them. And I said, how am I going to do this? So Lloyd Kirby was ahead of me in line, and he turned to the left, sat down in a chair, and down ahead of him somewhere was an eye chart, and he had to read off the smallest print. And I said, well, I got this aced. While he's doing that, I looked over his head, and I memorized the smallest print. aced the eye exam. And about 6 weeks later, I got called into the flight surgeon's office and went in wearing my glasses. I couldn't find my way across the Air Corps without the air base without my glasses. Anyway, I reported as ordered, and he says, Gossett. And I said, yes, sir. He said, when you came into this Army, you were 2,100, and the other day you passed a flight physical at 2015. How do you account for that? And I stuttered and stammered. And finally said, well, sir, I really want to fly, and I've been drinking a lot of carrot juice. And he kind of smiled. He didn't smile. He laughed at me. And he said, hand me those glasses, son. I gave him my glasses. He took one look. He says, I'm sorry, you're grounded. So I cheated in the Air Corps and got caught.
Imagine that.
And the truth of the matter is, if I sit here and think about it, now all these years later, the man probably saved my life. Because we were losing a lot of bomber crews in those days. Mm-hmm. You'd send out 50 bombers, and maybe half of them wouldn't come back. Yeah. So.